Hello, my name is Frank Puslik. I'm one of the creators of NLP. There were three of us, a guy named Richard Bandler, maybe you've heard of him, a guy named John Grinder, and a guy named Frank Puslik, who were the team leaders, actually, of about 10, 12 really clever young people. And we got together basically to satisfy our own curiosity in the beginning. NLP, what is it? It actually, in the beginning, it had a different name. It was called Meta. And Meta, in fact, is what I still call it. And I use NLP from time to time because that's the way that people understand what I'm talking about, at least in the beginning. But Meta, for me, is a much more accurate name. Meta, you guys know that better than anybody in the world. Metaphysics, metaphor, meta-communication, the communication about how communication works. So, and that's really what NLP was and should be, and in my opinion is, for the people who actually learn the real base, the real foundation of NLP. That's what I teach, and that's what you'll learn if we get a chance to get together. The 15 of us or so, we worked for 7 years. Anywhere from 30 to 60 hours a week, and never paid for it, never funded by anybody, because we were having such an incredible experience discovering, you don't really discover something new, but putting together things that had never been put together before, that allowed us to start to answer some questions that we thought were incredibly important. What makes the best people in the world at doing something? What makes them the best? Is there a secret? Is there something they know? Well, no, it's actually skill. Skill that they've developed over many times 40, 50 years of their life experience. They've had great teachers of their own that taught them pieces and parts. But every once in a while, there's somebody that puts all of those things together and becomes a magic person. It's not actually magic, but it becomes a person who can do things better than anybody else. Well, we know who they are, we can find them, but what we couldn't do is learn from them. Learn from them to be magic the same they were, or at least to some high percentage of this skills that they had. And so for so many years, the human race was losing this incredible wisdom of these people. When they die, they were not able to leave behind them people or bunches of people or thousands of people who had the same kind of wisdom and the same kind of skill. It wasn't happening. And so we wanted to know why. Why is that? Why can't we even figure out how to learn from these people? So we built models to measure, to observe. Okay, if you don't have a systematic way to observe something, it's very difficult to figure out how it works, because it just seems like a blur of behavior. But so we built models, and John Grinder is incredible. And as far as I'm concerned, John Grinder is the genius behind NLP. And Richard and I helped along the way, that's for sure. But we originally started with his incredible tool called Transformational Grammar, which helped us then begin to understand how language works. Whoa, once we started to understand how language works and realize that the way a person thinks and the way and how a person observes are the two critical factors in this thing we called magic or excellence. We observed them carefully, thousands of hours of videos in person in every way we could, and we connected their language structure to the magic they were able to produce in a lot of cases, and we're going, oh my goodness, wow. It was really exciting. Then we started to look at other ways of modeling, other kinds of language structures, with some of the incredible observation skills of some of the best. So we built NLP, and I'm very proud of what we built. I am not so proud of the fact that NLP has now gone through so many people over so many years that a lot of times I'll go into a room full of people who have studied NLP. And when I start talking about foundation skills, they look at me with a strange look on their face and saying, excuse me, what is that? You know, and so we try to figure out what is that, and we work on that. I start to teach them NLP, and again and again and again, people will say to me, wow, that's really fantastic, that's really wonderful. I kind of understood that, but I never was able to really figure out why it was so powerful for some people and not for others. And they said, now I understand NLP. Now I can really take what I've learned, add what I've learned from you, and now I can actually go into the world and be an NLP person, an NLP practitioner, which I like. I like that very much. I've never been to your country before, and I'm very much looking forward to it. I think it will be a great experience, and I'm going to offer a 2-day seminar program. And during those 2 days, I think, regardless of whether you're a business person or a psychotherapist or a modeler or an NLP person or expert, I think that there is something in the basic 2-day seminar, the foundation skills, that is incredibly valuable for anybody who wants to be good at what they're doing, or learn something else to be very good at what they're doing. Because basically the base foundation skills of NLP are the skills necessary to learn from somebody who is really, really good at something, how to be close to that. And sometimes the other skills often are called modeling, and modeling comes later. But first you have to have the base. You know, imagine if you want to be a championship tennis player, and so you read a book on the mental skills of tennis. Do you become a champion? No. Why? You don't know how to play. You haven't got the fundamental skills. You don't know how to hit the shots the way you're supposed to hit them. You don't know how far your feet are supposed to be apart. All of the little things that are skills necessary to become great. Once you have those skills, it doesn't make you great. It gives you the foundation. From there, you can go on into some of the more sophisticated skills and mental skills and become great quickly if you know how to do it. We're going to go up through the foundation of meta. You will have the understanding of the skills necessary to make sense out of things that you've never understood, to make sense out of and to copy and to do the kinds of magic behaviors that some of the most incredible people in the world do in chemistry, physics, mathematics, psychotherapy, modeling, cybernetics, whatever. Because everything that you do as a human being, you use your mind to do. So whether you're going to be great or not depends upon how you use your mind. Yes, you have to have a technology, a subject, a chemistry or whatever, but that's not enough. Hundreds of thousands of young tennis players can hit the ball as good as any professional, but only 10 will win a major championship. What's the difference between the 100,000 and those 10? How they think. That's what NLP is about. How do you think and how do you use your thought process in the way that helps you be incredibly successful? So, 2 days, we'll have some fun. I like to play and laugh, and hopefully you guys will enjoy some of my jokes. We'll find out. I'm very much looking forward to come and visit you. My friend Nick in Greece. He is the guy who I am ready to connect with and am willing to connect with, and I've already connected with in Greece, that is going to be my representative. He is of the right heart, of the right desire, and he's going to be representing me and PCG in Greece. So if any of you are interested in doing any work with me, talk to my friend Nick. He will take care of you and he will do a good job for you. So he is becoming a great trainer, and he has studied a lot of the hotshots in the NLP world. And when he and I got together, my experience of him was kindred soul, a friend from the time we met. He's respectful, he's honorable, and he's driven to be really, really good at what he does. Those are the things that I like in people. And I think Nick and I will be together for a long time to come. I hope so. I hope he can put up with me for a long time. So, in Greece, see Nick and find out from him how to get connected to us, and we will do some programs together that you will enjoy. I look very much forward to joining you in Greece. I hope this has been at least a little bit interesting for you. Let's get together. I look forward to meeting you soon in Greece. Bye for now.